Hey guys, this is Andy at Laurenceville Garage. Today I'm not getting much done outside at all because we've got about 7 inches of snow on the ground. We've had rolling blackouts and it's cold as heck out of the garage, so there's no way I can get much of anything done. So I've had a number of questions over the videos that I've put out, and there's 3 different issues that they're having with their projects. And the first one that I can narrow it down to is just a lack of planning. It's not intentional, it's just one of those things that happens. You have great expectations, great ideas, you start getting some parts and throwing them together, and one thing leads to another, something doesn't work out, and you're stuck. And this is how you can often buy an unfinished project from somebody for pennies on the dollar because they got bogged down, lost interest, no enthusiasm. Now it's in the way. Their wife says it's got to go, and so they sell it. That can be to your advantage, but not if you're that guy. So plan your project. I always research the heck out of anything I'm going to do. Use every resource you can find. Obviously the computer. I Google everything. I look at blogs. I read magazines. Try to find out all the information I can about a particular thing before I attempt to do it, to make sure that I don't get halfway through the teardown process and then realize I need a specific or special tool that I don't have and I can't get it because it's Saturday night at 8 o'clock. So plan your project out, decide what your budget is, what your time is, do you have the place to do it. A lot of guys have built some great cars on a gravel driveway. Realize if you have the things you need to do the project with. Tools, for example. I've had guys contact me and say, oh, you cheated, you used an air impact on this and I don't have that and I can't do that job. Look at tools as an investment in yourself. It will help you quicker and safer with it than without it. Now, if you're only going to use it one time, it may not be worth the expense. You can probably go to your local auto parts store, your big box auto parts store, and rent the tool if they have it. Hopefully it's the right one. But if they don't, if you're going to use it more than once, buy it. Shop it and buy it. That way you've got it when you need it. You may use it numerous times. It's worth its weight in gold to you, and because it's right there at your presence, you don't have to worry about returning it. And if in the future you get out of this, you go on to something else, or you go on working to a different make of vehicle, and you've lost interest in this other, then it has value and you can sell it. So look as a tool as an investment in you, and you can't go wrong when you do that. I've been collecting tools for over 40 years. I got stuff that's 40, 45 years old that works great. I will never have all the tools I want, but I have most everything I need to do most jobs. And just remember that, Black Friday sales, Christmas, birthdays, if your family and your friends, they know what your interests are, then they can get you some gift cards and maybe they can help you out a little bit. A little tip though, around Christmas time, especially right now, because this video is being made in February, Google gift card sales. Or used gift card sales. There are plenty of people that got all kinds of AutoZone, O'Reilly, whatever, gift cards for Christmas that they don't want them, they don't need them, and you can buy them at a discount. I go and do that and I can get them. I bought some of those cards for 25 to 35% off of their actual value, and that way I get an instant discount when I use them in the store, because not everything can be purchased online. You may need to run up to your local auto parts store to get canned carburetor cleaner or brake fluid hose or clamp or something, and at least this way you can buy it at a discount. Have a plan. Stick to it. If you don't stick to your plan, that's where the money gets out of control. You get halfway into an engine teardown and you plan to stock rebuild. Now all of a sudden you're changing the cam. The cam leads to push rods and springs, and then you got to have a better intake and then a throttle body, and it just snowballs from there, and it's very easy for that to happen. So have a plan, do your best to stick to it, because there's going to be enough little things that come along that you hadn't planned on that are going to cost extra to deal with anyway. So for your budget, plan at least 20% more than you thought it was going to cost, because there's incidentals that you're gonna need. Cans of spray paint, cleaner, rags. You have to buy some books. There's always going to be something you need to do that you hadn't planned on. So just be aware of that. The second area has to do with, especially in these trucks when you're doing LS swaps, is that they're modified and you're basically creating a bastard. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's with any engine swap. If you're swapping an engine into a vehicle that it was never originally produced with, you're going to have some issues. And that's okay. You can figure them out. But document what you do. Take good notes. Take lots of pictures. Because a year from now, you may not remember how you wired something together or how you installed something. And it will be a big help to you. Even the bigger issue is someday if you get ready to sell that vehicle. It may be great to you, but somebody who's buying it has no idea what you've done. And to them, if you have it documented either with pictures or notes or something, then if they have a problem down the road, which sooner or later they will have some resource to go to that will help them to figure out what's going on. If you take it to a regular repair shop, you're going to be out of luck. Unless it's something really simple, because most of their mechanics are not going to be able to figure out what you've done when you've put a different engine in a different vehicle. And if you go to a specialty shop, they're going to charge $100 to $125 an hour to figure out what's going on, and that can add up really fast. So save yourself some money and time and take good notes, and it'll actually increase the value of the vehicle to someone else when you want to sell it, because you're adding value to it by giving them all these resources to help them if they have a problem. Otherwise, that could be the reason why they don't want to buy your car or why they want it for half as much as you're asking. The last item, and I may know this, has to do with wiring. I had a lot of questions about, how do you connect this? How do you connect that? I've got a 2004 engine. I've got a 96 truck. How do you hook it all up? I always suggest to everybody to get a GM-produced wiring electrical diagnosis manual. You can find them on eBay. I troll eBay all the time looking for them at good prices for the 88 to 98s because now that the trucks are becoming more popular, the prices are going up. I've bought manuals in the past for $15 to $20. I see some now for $150. So I found a few the other day I ordered because they were a really good price, and I want to start a collection because each year is just slightly different. One or two manuals will probably be fine for you, depends on what you're working on, to at least guide you in the right direction to see how things are put together. But those resources are invaluable. Now there's another source you can go to, and I made a video about this some time ago, and it was free schematics, wiring schematics for the 88 to 98s on Autozone's website. Well, since I put that video out, the IT pros at Autozone updated their site, and when they did, they got rid of all that. I contacted them several times, talked to them, they're trying to work it out. Finally, they sent me an email. This email says, "Dear Laurenceville Garage, we appreciate your interest in AutoZone parts. Allow us to kindly explain to you that according to one of our parts pro specialists, we don't provide those anymore. You may go to All Data Service, which is an AutoZone company, and inquire about the repair guide for your vehicle. All Data DIY provides the registered user the opportunity to access information on the internet for a specific year, make, and model of vehicle. Visit the website at, and if you have any questions, call 1-800. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. I checked it out online, and it begins at about $20 a month for the service. Thank you, AutoZone. However, I did find a way to access the schematics that I found in the first place that they got rid of that nobody can find. I found them I'm going to show you how to find them too. And I would advise you, once you do locate them, to save them to your computer, because one of these days this information is going to be gone. Autozone doesn't want you having free wiring schematics. They want you to pay $20 a month for a subscription service so that you can pay them to access the same information. Well, it may be better information, but for 20 bucks a month, come on. I mean, that's kind of steep, don't you think? So let me show you on the computer, step by step, exactly how to find it. To find the information that you need, go to Google and type in AutoZone repair guides. The first one that comes up says free vehicle repair guides and auto parts diagrams. Click on that. Find repair guides for your vehicles. Click on that. In this case, I've previously selected a 91 Chevrolet truck. Out in the upper left-hand corner where I'm circling right there, that is an area where you can enter any vehicle you want. So I've got a half a dozen in there to select from, so if I'm looking for parts for that vehicle. In this case, it's a 91 Chevy truck. I'm currently shopping for that. We'll scroll down, it says Vehicle Repair Guides. Click on that. Now, scroll down a little bit, and on the right-hand side where it says Chassis Electrical, click on that. Now you've got a list of 12 items. Number 12 says Wiring Diagrams. Click on that. And here they are. There's a bunch of them. What I do, the first several are just how to read and interpret and just a sample of a diagram. This one's an index. If you click on it, it enlarges it. And you can see which diagram you might want. And there's, in this case, there's 28. Click off that. All right, let's scroll down just a little bit and select one for the heck of it. Now in here they've also added some of the RV series, which probably won't be what you want, but it might help you a little bit. Let's see. All right, here's 1994 pickup Sierra 4.3 liter and 7.4 liter with manual transmission. Click on it. There's a very nice schematic right there. This is your engine control module. Shows you all the wires that come off of it, where they go, the color of the wire. On this, at this point, right click, save image as. Pick a file and then give it a name and put it away. Click on each one of these to enlarge it. Here's a 94 GM truck, 4.3, 5 liter, 5.7, and 7.4 with automatic transmission. Man, these are nice. Right click it, save image as, and again, give it a name and put it in a file. And I did this with all of them. Sooner or later, these are going to disappear. You have them all in your file, and if you need one, you can pull up your file, print it off, and draw all over it. And these things are invaluable. They're free right now, and they are pretty nice. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate your time. I know it's valuable, and there's other things you could be doing. I hope you learned something, and it's something that you can use it going forward. Until next time, thanks for watching.